I spent many years hating myself and living in a disassociative state. I kept my problems and truths bottled inside and presented a version of myself to the world I deemed tolerable. Few people were allowed to see my authentic self. When I slowly started to let some people in, and I opened up about all parts of my history, the good, the bad, the ugly, the charming, the traumatic, I was flabbergasted that no one in my life judged me or treated me any differently. It was a glimmer of hope that allowed me to burrow my way out of my hole of despair. However, it wasn't until a nasty breakup that I decided to practice the art of radical self-love. It's so incredibly easy for me to show love to other folks, but not so much myself. Forcing my thoughts in a positive direction, uplifting myself the way I so naturally uplift others, worked. I decided to give myself all the love I've neglected to feel, and treated myself by ordering a trove of custom-made stuff, most of it with my face on it. Not to sell, just for me. I've always naturally loved the limelight, but I'm not a hog. I love to share the attention I crave. So a lot of my custom items also feature my closest friends and family's images on it, as well as my amazing cat, Lupita Meowngo. I'm talking clothes, jewelry, board games. If you could order it with a custom image, I have it, including toilet paper, a beanbag chair, and even a toaster that burns my face onto toast. There was one person who wasn't me, my cat, or one of my people whose image I use quite often on this intense mission of self-love, and that is my favorite celebrity in the world, Pam Tillis. I have 13 custom Pam Tillis items, including a portrait my best friend painted, a hoodie with all of her album covers on it, and a custom-made figurine. And one day, I felt inspired to write an essay about why Pam Tillis was included so frequently on this weird journey of acceptance I was on. I've always loved to write, but I never shared it. This essay changed all that. It reached Pam herself, whose people reached out and offered to send me an autographed album. I've never felt so inspired. I realized that all of my custom items are inspired by something unique in my life. They all had a story to tell. Inspiration struck, and I had this need to just lay my life experience out there for all to hear. So many people have the idea of selling their life stories, and I can't blame them. Who doesn't love money? But I want to be in control over how my story is told. I realize that if I just give my story away, maybe it could help someone in need. Someone who may feel alone. Someone like I used to be. It was other people living their truth that inspired me to live mine. So maybe I could be an inspiration to someone else. Having the idea in place, I reached out to Pam's people, and together with her, they agreed she could narrate my essay if I wasn't planning to profit from it. And since I'm not in it for the money, I decided that every video would be made in support of a nonprofit I support. With a rough idea of how I wanted to approach my first film creation, I did what I'm best at and decided to reach out and organically network with other artists I respect. And I was surprised by the amount of support I've gotten from them since. My final piece of inspiration came when I realized all these essays revealing my truth was an extremely personal road. Not knowing what exact visuals I wanted to match up to the celebrity narrations I was receiving, it hit me. What if each video was a literal walk, or drive, or boat ride, or train trip down memory lane? I reached out to friends in other cities I've lived in, and with their help, I've collected dozens of videos of my old and current stomping grounds. I call my film series My Calico Quilt. A quilt is a warm patchwork of sewn together squares that was made with love and care. And another definition for calico is a rough cloth often printed with bright patterns. Those two words combined metaphorically describe my healing process. Each video I make combines a story I've written, inspired by a piece of custom art, narrated by an artist I respect, played over a rustic homemade video of a personal landscape, and made in support of a nonprofit I love. All these pieces may not always align perfectly, but together they create a warm and comforting experience that aims to let every viewer know who I am and where I come from. If even one person who's gone through similar traumas that I've experienced feels understood, and if they can also hear the essays about how the love of my chosen community saved my life, then this is all worth it. This is a literal journey through my life, and all I want to do is spread kindness in a world full of hate. Giving away my history leaves my baggage open for all to either be inspired by or judge. Either way, this is me, vulnerable and exposed, and all I can do is continue to live my truth, make my little videos, and be the kindest person I can be every day when I wake up, especially to myself. When all is said and done, I'm doing this for me, to feel free of all those skeletons that have been hiding. My closet has a skylight in it now and a better wardrobe, so there's no room for skeletons to live there anymore. I believe in my future, and I hope My Calico Quilt goes for a long while. I just want to inspire people to stop living in the shadows. I also hope to continue to get support from artists I respect. I'm grateful to have had connections with 3 celebrities who were in my life before this project even began. Rapper Deadly, actress Ada Luz Pla, and NBA player Robin Lopez, who are all invested in this project in their own way and have impacted my life in ways they'll never truly know. Their graciousness helped propel me forward. So, to anyone who's read this far, to my supportive friends and family, to the artists who have volunteered their time, and to Country Queer for investing energy into getting this series into people's hearts, thank you. 1,000,000 times thank you. I don't know if this was a concise description of everything My Calico Quilt encompasses, but it is 100% honest. And it just shows you that when your heart is in the right place, the amount of support you'll get in life is astronomical. No matter the road you've led, love can always heal. Anyway, kindness is contagious. So let's remember to start spreading it around a little bit more.